Hello, beautiful people of YouTube, and welcome back to Enshrouded. There's a brand new update, the Pact of the Flame. It's been a few weeks, so let's jump back into the action. Actually, the game needs to compile shaders for a while, so we're gonna have to wait. The first thing is to talk to the Flame Altar. I tried killing time for a while, but it was boring, so I made the mistake of logging out. Turns out the game needs to be running for this part to be completed, and I have no attention span, so I basically AFK until the shaders are finished compiling. Hooray, it's finally done, so I teleport to the closest spire. But I was too eager and I didn't notice that it was already dark. Okay, after a good night's sleep, I travel back to Springland's ancient spire and down to this ruined temple. Where I leave? Hey, where are you going? I wander around for way too long before looking at the journal. Oh wow, I'm dumb. Searching the temple, I find this door. This room contains hidden switches you must activate to open the door. I think this button is a trap, but the enemies are only level 7. Okay, now this upper door is open, and I check the chest where I find the Pact of the Flame cosmetic outfit. Returning to base, I use a mannequin to quickly swap my gear. Oh, I look like a nobleman, or maybe like a rich pirate. I just want to take a second to say I look nothing like this. I was actually trying to make my character look like Danny Trejo. You know, the dude from Machete. Although I think he would never wear something like this. Now the game wants me to find a sword. So I travel to Ancient Spire Revelwood, where I search a destroyed town for a note, and then over to this area by the passage to the Black Mire. There's lots of low levels here, but I easily burn through them, where behind this mini-boss I find a gold chest, with the Sword of the Serpent. Dude, how do you, like, point the camera down? Come on, man, raise up your arm. You can kind of see it like that. Back at the workshop, the Flame Altar has nothing left for me, so I go to an old base thinking Oswald or one of the main crafters might have more quests. Cade asks that I go to the Low Meadows to find a trader. I head into the Shroud, and after a quick search, I locate a broken down wagon and next to it the soul of Mei Yin. Back at the workshop, I check her out. I mean, check out her inventory. First, she asks if I like to party, and then if I'm hungry. Is this what love feels like? She's got a couple jobs for me. Anything for you, my queen. My mind kind of goes blank, and I hear something about a bed, so I find her a spot to sleep. But I'm gonna have to find a way to replace Rochelle in that bed. I know. Some sexy new clothes might catch her eye. Holy crap. I don't see how anybody could miss me in this. Although, looking at it, it does seem super soft and silky. Next thing my bae wants is a staff, so I immediately retrieve it without question. Then she sends me to Cade, and he wants to get her a special lamp. But, seeing an opportunity to cockblock him, I rush to Morwena and search to find this thing, which ends up being on top of this building. See, it's night now. It took forever. Back at the workshop, I give May the lantern, and I get the feeling that I'm being friend-zoned. To avoid that, I go to this treacherous temple to prove my manliness. Start at Nomad Highlands fast travel, then jump off the cliff into the shroud. Here is a giant snakehead. Head into the mouth to find the Ouroboros temple. Ouroboros is the ancient symbol for a snake eating its own tail in a circle. It looks like I need 5 switches to open the door. I couldn't mine this lava, but I almost burned to death, so that's something. The buttons are hidden everywhere. You know, one by this snake, one in the mouth of this snake. I run around on these massive chains. All the buttons are found easily except for this one, where you need to stand on this weight sensor and then fire projectiles to hit the button across the room. Here is the bow. It looks fine, I guess. The one from WoW 20 years ago was a lot better in my opinion. I go to Fort Kelvin, where I get to risk my life for some potted plants. Seems totally worth it. Although I did find a new block type, brick timbered, so I guess it actually was worth it. I talked to all the NPCs, but I don't get any more quests, so I guess it's time for my favorite part, building stuff. Well, I actually need to find a good spot first. I checked the mountaintop on the west side, but there's a stupid bridge in my way. I think about rebuilding Rothstep, but that's not really what I'm looking for. The next expansion will probably be to the north, so I look for a spot on the border, but everything seems wrong. Eventually I find the spot south of Albany fast travel. It's in the middle of a few zones, so it's got a pretty nice view. I make a temporary altar so I can do some landscaping and make a better spot for where the altar will actually go. Oh yeah, I need blocks, of course. After some digging and the construction of a quick platform, I place a second altar and the real work begins. I destroy the old altar and upgrade the build radius so I can do hours and hours of foundation-based digging. To shorten that down to a watchable length, I do this thing I call video game ASMR. After clearing a large section, I put down some ice to make sure things are looking good. Okay, good. This will work, I think. I'm gonna need a ton of ice to do this though, and I like this spot right here under the fast travel. I farm till it's dark, and then set up my trusty building mattress. And then just so much digging. Once I've cleared a big enough space, I make a dock or a bridge with a half-timbered block. I take a break to talk to the NPCs and see if there's new stuff to craft. May has cool decorative stuff. Archer has some props. I actually don't know how new these are though. Blacksmithing has some steel barrels. Carpenter has some fancy bathroom stuff. Oh, these couches look nice. And these handrails are definitely new. Yeah, the wooden grate looks pretty badass. I'd definitely use that. Oh, right here, look at this. The farmer can make overgrowth material. And it looks like can make coasters and serving trays. Here's some more props like baskets and whatnot. Okay, cool. Very cool. Can't wait to try some of this stuff. But first, I need wood for patio furniture. I put these down just to check the size. I start with the door and then start building out from there. Swapping out the floor, I place a few new dividers. Wow, they look really nice. I had to make the bronze snake. I'll put this by my bed for now. It's looking very flat and boring, so I tear it all down and place steps before rebuilding it with a slightly different material. I need a counter for my shop merchant, and I want to build a tea house. If you've ever played Rust, it's very fun to build a tea farm and sell the tea in the vending machines. So I thought it'd be fun to build a really nice tea shop. And now, in this last update, you can place food and drink, so it seemed like the perfect time. I want to try more new stuff, so I experiment with the fence and the fence corners. Speaking of new stuff, why haven't I played with this neat overgrowth tool? Whoa, that's pretty. This thing is going to be very useful. I place a couple kitchen things to give the impression that food is prepared here. More and more of the build slowly comes together. The NPCs need beds or they become difficult, so I build a tiny storage room where I can put a bed later. With the outer walls finished, I add trim to extend things upwards. I hate these angled roofs because they are too tall, but it fits the theme better, so I go with that. I dig and do landscaping so the area around the lake seems more natural. The roof is done, but it's just floating there, so I add some walls. I use this circle door frame as a window where I'm hoping to showcase the bronze snake. The structure of the house is mostly done, so I go back to working on the frozen lake. The upper areas are kind of plain, so I add trim. I decorate a little and then dig more so I can place ice. I need granite, but instead of digging in a random place outside my base like I normally do, I dig out this cave, which will be used in the next video. Now I'm building up the terrain so it can look like the edge of the pond. I run out of ice and go farm more. Here's the average hole I dig when farming. I need silver, and some people asked about my farming spot in the last video, so I'll show you guys. Now, if you are a YouTuber, it is law that you must build your base on top of Howling Peak by the dragon. So I'm going to use this spot and glider all the way down here by Lake Luma. Here's one spot. And over here is a better one. I like this spot right here because it's huge. And see, after digging, this is how much I can farm out with a steel pick. About 99. Over here, this is where I farm coal. I work on the pond for a while and then turn the altar platform into a fountain. I finished the dock. That sounds boring, so let's skip that. I start decorating with furniture and the overgrowth tool. I try placing some of the food plates. Make all new furniture. I definitely did not go to an old base and just steal things. I placed more foods. I'm still kind of missing some furniture, so I go to IKEA. Then I placed furniture and food until I started running out of room. I farmed hardwood for the fence, and after placing them all around the perimeter, I think we were about done here. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and if you enjoy this type of content, please think about liking and subscribing. Thank you so much, and have a good one.